Welcome back to Morning Express. It's now 23 minutes after 8 local time, and we are coming to you live from Bungoma County, where we have the Bungoma International Investment Conference taking place. And this is time for Tech Central. But today, allow us to tweak it a little bit rather than just talk about technology, but we'll be looking at business and also how technology affects business, but more specifically right here in Bungoma County. So in case you're wondering why I'm not sure if you can hear the music in the background, but yeah, that's part of them getting ready for the investment conference that is taking place in Bungoma. So right now, Bungoma is a beehive of activity. And joining me on set now is Patrick Koi, who is Waziri wa Biashara in Bungoma County. Good morning and thank you for joining us, sir. Karibu sana. And well, first of all, congratulations on putting this up. And what is it that you're expecting to reap out of this as the Minister for Business in this particular county?
As a Minister for Trade, Energy and Industrialization in this county, we are expecting to have MOUs signed in terms of investment or investors expressing their interest in investing in Bungoma County. We also expect that by the end of this conference, people have known the real investment opportunities that are found in Bungoma County, even for future investment when they develop interest.
Okay. Would you say that this conference specifically is a brainchild of the county government?
Absolutely. This is a brainchild of the county government through my ministry, which initiated it through a concept paper to want to hold this as a showcase for what the potential there is in Bungoma County for investment. And we have ably organized this in conjunction with other departments also, and particularly the County Assembly, which approved the funding for this conference. And yesterday you saw even the presence of the Assembly in terms of Speaker himself even having an opportunity to make remarks, and also in terms of quite a number of MCAs who participated.
Okay, and looking at what possibly you've put together, what are some of the immediate benefits you're hoping to reap out of this? And long term, is this something that is sustainable?
Yeah, in the short term, you can see the beehive of activities here in Bungoma. And by Tuesday, in fact, by Monday, I was being told all hotels in Bungoma had been booked, and you can see that as an immediate benefit for the people of Bungoma, the business people of Bungoma. And it was spilling over to Webuye and even the surrounding or neighboring counties, Busia and Kakamega, and even Trans Nzoia, because the visitors have come from far and wide. In the long run, because of what we expect for sustainability, is that when MOUs are assigned, then we are creating a platform for investment with investor confidence in Bungoma County, so that there is expansion of business in Bungoma. And this will also have a ripple effect on the socio-economic landscape of the people of Bungoma, because their livelihoods certainly will have to change. There will be employment creation with the investments in Bungoma, and also more people will come into business, and this is what we expect in the long run to happen. There is also going to be change of attitude, particularly when you look at even the staging of this conference, the way it has happened. We have had some of these ultra-modern facilities that have not been seen anywhere before. And this certainly is going to change the perception of the people in terms of business and investment in this county.
Okay. Now, a conference like this is likely to benefit those who are already in business immediately, but over time maybe it will filter down to the farmers. How are you ensuring that whatever MOUs are signed here will actually filter down to all and sundry within Bungoma County, rather than just benefit possibly those who are already in business in this particular county?
We have a business community platform which goes across this county, and the leadership, of course, spans across the county. There are representatives from all the sub-counties and even wards. And one thing that we have done is that we have created also a platform for smaller businesses in those local areas to participate through our trade loan scheme, what is called ward trade loan. And this is meant to actually spur business acumen and the development in those areas, so that we don't leave them out. So it will be having an impact both at the major towns and even the smaller towns. And if you listened yesterday, I was presenting that the future of this county lies in small and medium enterprises. And this is what we are, as a county government, this is what we want to focus on to develop. And that's why you see those initiatives like the trade loans, so that we can support the very small businesses to grow.
The tendency with a conference like this, especially towards the locals, is to feel like you're inviting more of other investors, outside investors, be it international or from other regions, to come and invest in Bungoma County. What are you doing to ensure that even those within, first of all, become the first benefactor before anybody else can even benefit from a conference like this in terms of investment?
Yes, we had a strategy to involve everybody, and that's why there was a participatory forum in every sub-county, so that the people of each sub-county can have an opportunity even to discuss how they are coming to participate in this conference. And I can assure you that even letters were given, invitation letters were given to everybody across this county, to all the business community people, including eminent people in this county, to also be part and parcel of this conference. Okay. And we have seen very good turnout and participation. Okay. So that is actually to give them an opportunity to also, some of them are exhibiting here, and when you have time you can go around and see that these exhibitors are mostly people from this county and not from out. This is also to want to give them a platform to demonstrate their prowess in business, and also to share information with the external people who have come to see the opportunities for investment, so that they're able to market themselves as possible targets for support, even for growth of business.
All right. Looking at some of the investment opportunities that are available here in Bungoma, but also bringing in now Leonard Wakoli, who is a cyber crime and online payment expert. He's also the ICT director in Bungoma County. Earlier on, we also had, and is still with me, Patrick Koi, who is the Minister for Trade right here in Bungoma County. So, gentlemen, thank you for joining us and staying with us. Now, Leonard, as this investment conference is going on, is Bungoma County ready for international trade investment? Are investors from an international level able to interact with Bungoma?
True. We, to some extent, very ready. Because when you talk of being ready, you are talking of, say, having, internet infrastructure in place. You are able to interact with the people out there, maybe through your website, through the social media platform. And I believe we have no problem, particularly in terms of the social media platform.
What is the internet penetration currently in Bungoma County? Is it?
I would say, as at now, it's below 50%.
Below 50%.
We are working on it very, very serious. In fact, it's our priority, number one. And like in the next 2-3 months, we should be well beyond 60%.
Okay, Bwana Waziri, why would the internet penetration at this point in time be so low? What are some of the challenges maybe that you're going through?
I think the challenges are still to be developed infrastructure. And to me, this also presents another opportunity for investment, because I think we have to develop the internet infrastructure in Bungoma to a larger extent to allow that penetration to increase seamlessly. There are areas where it is extremely low, and even within this main town itself. And so, to me, investors should also...
It's an investment opportunity right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one of the other areas, of course, that one would be concerned about is once you begin to deal with international clients on an internet basis is cybercrime, which has really grown. And is the county government doing anything to address that? And more so from an information point of view, just to the people that to be aware, first of all, and secondly, whatever mitigating factors that will be needed.
Thank you. First and foremost, I must say that many people, many Kenyans actually are not aware of what we refer to as cybercrime.
Right.
Or even if they will be aware, they have no idea the kind of damage it can cause. So, us in the county, what we are doing is to create awareness. We have actually started creating awareness on the same, and I believe perhaps by December, people will be very much in the know and very alert. Besides that, we are actually trying to involve other experts in the field to secure our networks, because you may have the infrastructure, 100%, but if the infrastructure is not secure, then it's useless. So as we put the infrastructure in place, we are actually ensuring that that same infrastructure is very secure.
Okay. And what exactly are you doing, especially now in terms of information? How are you educating the locals in regards to now cybercrime? Because like you rightly say, there may be many people who may be internet savvy, but may not know the risk at which they are at.
So we have started on a small scale, like we are moving around institutions, because we want to start with the students, particularly mid-level college students. Last week we went to Sangalu Institute of Science and Technology. We met the students there, and we had a nice, lengthy interaction in terms of the same. And I'm sure now by word of mouth, those students we interacted with are able to reach many others. This coming week, we are planning to get to universities around, and cyber perhaps thereafter we shall have to get in touch with the people running cyber cafes, because those are actually people who should also be very much in the know as far as cybersecurity is concerned.
Okay. Now, Bwana Waziri, one of the areas that one can benefit from is technology, given the environment that we're in right now. Bungoma is mainly an agricultural environment. Most of the people get their earnings from agriculture. How are you using technology to ensure that they benefit?
Yeah, one is that we are talking about, in fact, developing an e-extension system, and that's one of the technologies, so that more farmers can access information, particularly on production. And this will not require physical presence of the extension officers, but messages sent out to these farmers. We also, in fact, are having now what we call e-dairy. And if you go to some of these cooperative societies, the county government has facilitated installation of this. This is to, apart from also reaching farmers with extension messages, it also helps in creating a platform for controlling the quality of milk and also proper marketing of milk by the farmer, so that through the phone is able to monitor how the milk has been handled, and also know the value of the milk that has been delivered to their cooperative society. Yes, various places. And this creates confidence, because I think that is one sector also that poses quite a big opportunity for investment, because dairy has a very big potential in this county that is yet to be fully exploited. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and Leonard, the other area, of course, would be to do with once you get into trade, and especially operating on an online platform, there is the issue of payments, because locally we may be used to using cash, whereas if somebody is interacting on an international basis, they may not necessarily use cash. One is how extensive are banks in this area, and secondly, how well versed and how well informed are people in regards to using now things like credit cards?
I want to believe that people are very much in the know as far as credit cards are concerned. Then even what we can say or call mobile banking. Because I have personally seen, I've been to various banks and I've seen people very technology savvy, and therefore that is not a very big problem. But my worry is as we enter into this internet banking, particularly when now we start talking about the Internet of Things, where we are going to connect so many devices, it's going to be in a worse. So our primary focus will now be on how to stem this menace. Lucky enough, I want to congratulate the national government, because something is being done. Right now, as we are talking, there's a policy in place, almost in place, as far as cyber crime is concerned, or cyber security is concerned. So basically what I can say is we need to go out of our way, particularly those of us who know what cyber crime is, go out of our way to create that sensitivity, sensitize others, so that, because at times it happens out of ignorance. You may just be affected because of ignorance. But now once we know that this is bound to happen, we can actually take precautions.
We can take action. All right, Bwana Waziri, we are almost winding up, and maybe just to inform people, what is it that they should expect in this particular conference today and in the days to come?
Okay, today we are continuing with panels to discuss the opportunities in various sectors, and also to expound on those opportunities to the investors for them to see where they can fit in. So we are positioning this county still for investor access, so that they are able to identify their areas for investment. And tomorrow we will be making tours to the field for them to just see practically on the ground what there is, so that they tie up with what we will have discussed and what we have presented, so that it enhances their confidence in taking up some of those opportunities for investment. And we are calling upon people to still turn up in good numbers. We expect that by the end of it all, we are going to have MOUs signed, so that we position this county clearly for investment in days to come. Yeah.
All right, Leonard, one of the other challenges then I would foresee also is as you get more internet savvy and have people use technology is electricity. Is there electricity apart from now just in Bungoma town? How is the electricity in the rural part of Bungoma?
I think as we are talking now, connectivity is going on. Again, credit to the national government because the tariff, the charges are now much lower. So people are able to connect to electricity. It's affordable now. So I want to think that in the next 6 months, we shall have electricity in most of the parts of this county. So that's not going to be a problem. But the challenge that has been, and I'm sure it will be addressed, is we have the grid. Blackouts are very common. So I don't know, very, very, very frequent. So if that can be addressed even after connecting, then there'll be no problem. Then again, we also need backups. People, particularly people in business, particularly those who are heavily relying on electricity, should actually have backup generators. Then we also, I'm sure if we went the solar way, that can also help, particularly just in terms of lighting.
Actually, that was my next question, Bonazir, and it's to do with why don't we enhance on the natural resources we have like solar? It might be an expensive investment initially, but over time it will pay off.
Yes, the county has such a plans, and in fact, this is one of the opportunities that has also been touted to the investors for future undertaking. And to support the ongoing businesses, we already have solar lights at various local markets so that they help these people to extend hours of business in those areas. When you walk around, you will also see high flat mast lights. This is also to support the same, that businesses can now take place for longer hours in this county than they used to be.
Hoping for a 24-hour economy.
Exactly, that's a warm-up really for 24-hour economy, because now capacity building will be going on to help them to see how to enhance that business towards the 24-hour economy.
All right, gentlemen, we'll have